Oh, should I play the Alien Gambit? Or should I play in Zen mode? I'm thinking if I win my first game, I'll play in Zen mode. Because then the second game I probably play up, and I'd rather not know who I'm playing. So okay, let's focus here. Chat is in emote only mode. Opponent giving me some timeouts. I thought I was giving my opponent timeouts, but yeah, sometimes this will happen the first round. Sometimes like after the breaks too. What to do? This would be kind of a sad way to start the tournament if my opponent doesn't move. Hasn't happened in a while though that someone just loses without making a move. At least in Title Tuesday. Like it happens in arena tournaments on Lichess sometimes. But usually in Title Tuesday people are like present to play. Opponent has excellent connection. Is it gonna be a dirty flag? I'm wondering if I were to pre-move a move here, what's the safest pre-move? Can't pre-move bishop f4 because e5 is possible. Probably c3 is the safest pre-move. Okay. So I'm going to try and show no mercy. Knight d7. Queen e7 is usually called for here. Okay. Hmm. And this are both winning. I think knight g6 is cleaner. Okay. Okay, that took work. Tried to show no mercy, though. I did fall somewhat low on time, but I kept the pressure. Yeah, I got a pretty good position out of the opening. I mean, yeah, it's kind of the typical London attacking setup. Black put up a lot of resistance. I don't think there was ever a point where I was like worse or in danger. The finish was nice. I made the gun. It's really hard to stop this threat. It's probably already winning for white. Ah, there's queen f8. But queen f8 loses e6. Okay. So nice starts. We can watch some games. We can watch Kramnik. Kramnik wins his first round. Okay, so the games that I'm clicking on are already done. Here we go. Okay, here's an ongoing game. What does Tuesday mean? I think most people know what Tuesday means. But maybe it means different things to different people. Okay, looks like white is winning here. Although white can't sack for the... Oh, this is not easy, actually. I think you have to chase the king away and then eventually sack. Ooh. Yeah, white was a lower rated player. Probably should have been winning somehow. I think there was a point white could have taken the bishop. Although not here. I'm not sure, actually. Yeah, chess is tough. Okay, a few games left. This is a classic draw. Oh! Or not. Okay. Oh, chess is really tough. This is a classic draw. Hopefully I don't jinx it this time. I'm not good at predicting the results of these final games. Okay, that's a draw by 50 moves. Okay, next opponent. The next game should be starting soon. Playing some guy. Yeah, I should have turned on Zen mode. I forgot, though, what to do. I'll play e4. Okay. I was expecting d5. Yeah, this already feels kind of uncomfortable. Not what I want to go for, but what to do. So I'm down the pawn. Yeah, bishop f5 is annoying. Bishop a6 I take. Oh, good game. Good game. Oh, I had chances there, I think. Like after e6. Still not easy to break through. I wanted to play... I did play queen e5, but I also wanted to take, but it doesn't quite work because takes here, queen d2.
Happy 18. Also, quack.
Maybe I could have tried, no, queen... Yeah, black has counterplay. Happy 18, ordinary otter. Nor Viking. It was a good game. I mean, I think I recovered from a difficult position shortly out of the opening. Am I just worse here? Oh, white's not even better. I mean, it's playable. A6 best move. And pass pawns must be pushed. Okay, at least I created some like practical chances. GG. It's possible I was never better this game. Like, I really thought I would have been better after e6. But black still has the king side under control. Thank you, Drufla. After move 30, white was slightly better. Oh, here. Yeah, this game will definitely require some analysis. But I would have had to play very concretely. I had to take and then rook e6, which, wow, I maybe could have found. I'm actually wondering how black would have survived there. Okay, moving on. What was my peak heart rate that game? I feel like I got kind of nervous. I'll have to check afterwards. I think it's h6 first. And then e5. I mess up though. Alright, what is this line? Here it takes. I have to play e5. Some line I have not seen before. Ah, there's knight a6. That's not pleasant. It's risky with a file, diagonal, queen bishop battery. I'm probably threatening to take. Walk into the pin, but prepare f5. If takes, I have knight h7. Take queen b4, f5. And this could just be like a drawn ending. After takes, off the card bishops. H3 would be attacked though. A5. I freeze the square for the rook too. Just resize the board. Calculation is this, and then bishop takes pawn, rook takes pawn. I just blundered. What to do? Oh, I blundered more. Okay. What to do? I haven't looked at this line in a while. Pretty sure bishop e3 is main line? Or rook a d1 and then, okay, e5, bishop e3. But I guess this is another line. Engine likes this move. Yeah, bishop c6 was not called for. Okay, what to do? A position probably should have been equal if if I played better. Yeah, it's already losing at this point. Oh wow, so the position was like equal for most of the game. Okay, engine prefers queen d3, f5, g4.
Good luck, Eric. Flexed biceps.
Thank you, John Tapp. Okay, kind of tough start. I mean, 1 out of 3. I played Hikaru. Had a cool game against Hikaru. But, yeah, I'll try and recover. Still many more games to be played. This is Shuvalova against Andreikin. It looks like White should be winning. Oh yeah, thanks earlier to people who subbed who I didn't acknowledge because I was busy playing. Thank you, Stimmet, happy 4 months. Drewflo with the bits. Kurtzota, happy 17. I think I mentioned everyone else from earlier. Yeah, sometimes, especially in Title Tuesdays, I get wrapped up in the chess. Look at chat a bit less. Question from Dr. Gigi. What's the best way to practice endgames? It's good to play out like endgames against a training partner, especially like theoretical endings. It'd be good to pick up a book. There's a lot of notable books on endings. It's also good to kind of understand that there's basically two main categories of endgames. There's theoretical and strategic. Theoretical is basically solved endings where there's a clear solution. And then strategic is more, there might not be a clear solution, but there's a lot of like specific strategy around targeting weaknesses, creating pass pawns, etc. I didn't see what my actual heart rate was while playing Hikaru. Maybe someone saw. I imagine it peaked probably above 150. I didn't beat Hikaru. We had a cool game though. It was like good fights. Okay, there's one game left. Ooh, 2 bishop mates.
It's been a wonderful 2 years watching your streams. Thanks a lot for the amazing content.
Oh, 50 move rule. Yeah, I was scrolling up, like trying to figure out where the last capture was. Oh, that's surprising. I guess, okay, White had no time. Ouch. Thank you, Tyler Jordan. Okay, moving on. So there's a few moves there. E6 usually is not that great because of this move. Hmm. Okay, so I'm up a pawn. So watch out for knight g4. And c3 probably wasn't necessary, but it's a safe move. Supporting the knights. I mean, I just want to achieve a knight on d5. I think I should probably start with this move. If d4 I take and knight b4, and otherwise, yeah, knight e3 or knight b4 are still coming. There might be queen b5 here. That's slightly annoying. And queen b5, knight a3 probably. Okay, I can't play this right away because queen takes d5. Tickle the pawn. There's a funny line, bishop here, knight here, and then queen takes h6. That's not going to happen. There we go. Okay. It was a good opening. It took a lot of work to actually win, though. It's up a pawn for most of the game. Black sacked the exchange. Probably a good, like, practical decision. Got the pawn to d2. But I think everything was under control. So that was already 4 rounds. Yeah, so 2 out of 4, 50%. Why not take the pawn on h6? Oh, black didn't defend. It's weird. When I played queen d2, I just assumed black would defend. And then when bishop d8 was played, I think I just forgot the pawn was hanging. Yeah, I should have taken the pawn. It was a free pawn. I mean, maybe there's like this move. But yeah, then I can move back and still play knight d5. Yeah, because I was originally looking at some funny lines with bishop g7, knight d5. Let's say black does something random. And then there's this idea. I don't know if it works, but it's probably not great. The idea would be if bishop takes, there's a fork. I think the problem is there's takes. I'd have to take the bishop. We trade queens. I would be up 2 pawns temporarily, but black would have counterplay, win back this pawn. So wouldn't be that great. But yeah, my horsey became very strong. And yeah, with this line, I mean, it's one of these lines where a lot of like master level players will just walk into the trap with e6, knight b5. The best move is supposed to be knight h6. I think knight f6 is also playable. And actually with e6, there is a way for black to be okay here. At least according to the engine. But black has to play this idea d5, take, and then a6. And it's somewhat of a pawn sacrifice. So then I think white has to play knight a3. Unless there's queen a3. Actually, the engine says this is fine. Oh, queen a3 doesn't work because takes. Ah, white can take here first, take, knight a3. Yeah, blocks down the pawn, but has compensation. Yeah, so usually knight h6 is it's played by players who are prepared here. And I would play knight e2. I think d3 is playable as well. Idea being to threaten takes. I don't think d3 is as good for some reason. Yeah, black can castle. Maybe it would transpose. But knight e2, castle, and then, yeah, maybe it just transposes d3. This is kind of the main line. Black has a cool idea here, knight g4. If queen takes g4, there's d5. Otherwise, knight e5 is coming. But I still enjoy going into these lines. Yeah, so that was round 4. I think we're on a break. At some point, I definitely want to review the game I played against Hikaru. Maybe I'll... where can I find it? Here we go. I have the Chrome extension that brings the game into Lichess. And then it will usually run the engine analysis. Yeah, next round starts in less than a minute, though. You get money for playing / winning this tournament. I've never won prize money in Title Tuesday. Sometimes people sub, and that's how it's monetized, or ads will be run. But yeah, it's very difficult to win money in Title Tuesday. There used to be like a top streamer prize, but I think they got rid of it. Like Hikaru would just win it every time. Speaking of, yeah, there is like one blip. I missed my chance to take and play Rook e6. And even then, it's like not even better. Also, the next game is starting. Okay. Let's focus. Back to emote only mode. Here we go. Okay, we're going to have a similar position or similar opening to what I played against Hikaru. A little bit different though. I'll probably end up going for like h4. Might as well try and weaken the king side a little bit. Mm-hmm. Getting way too long. Wait, where's the draw? Okay, draw? Okay, chess is a draw. What to do? I was like completely losing if black takes on b2. But black took on b2 a little bit too late. At some points, I mean, the position looked good. Maybe I should have taken on e4 first. Like, I completely missed the fact that knight e4 attacked the bishop. So if I take, probably takes knight f4. I think there's still decent control here. And g6 is tender. Yeah, it's super risky to take the rook. Because then I take here. Maybe it's playable, but I was actually calculating if knight d2 here, I wouldn't take on f7. I would play g7. And then I probably just end up mating. If we go back. So knight e4 was one of the best moves. Okay, I'm thankful not to lose that game. Still on 50%. Yeah, I forgot to turn on Zen mode earlier before I played Hikaru, so next time I'll have to just keep it on the whole time. So it looks like... Okay, interesting fight happening here. It's a pawn race. This is where you take and you set up a stalemate trap, but not happening. Okay. So next opponent. Here we go. Why not? I was gonna go for Stafford, but we have something else. D5 might be the line. Yeah, why not D5? Takes. I might be walking into prep here. It looks interesting though. I could consider taking. Wow. I'm losing a pawn. My opponent's barely used any time. feel like there's decent compensation now, at least. Or not. Oops. Check there. Yeah, just as I say that. Okay, gotta try this. I mean, knight d5, I don't think works at all. I think I have to take and play c6. Let's play this. Am I allowing b3? Okay. Bishop survives. Really? Some hope. Okay. Oh, it took work. I should have just been losing out of the opening. But I briefly thought maybe I'd have to eventually mate with knight and bishop. I don't think there was a way for white to sack the rook for both pawns, though. But that was definitely an endgame grind. So I'm on a plus score. A 3.5 out of 5. Let me refresh this page. Oh, here's a knight bishop mate. Oh, but it's Lille who's getting mated. Oh, but the king's in the wrong corner. So can black do it? Yeah, it looks like black's gonna do it. Wait, what? You have to play this move. Wow. Black didn't do it. Black got like the ideal position. They just didn't know the knight maneuver. Okay. Next game. Play e4. Here we go.
Ahoy YegoryoCh.
Ahoy. Thank you, no fool. Okay. Try and stay focused here. We have a Grand Prix attack. And problem with knight g5 is h6. It doesn't quite work. Play this first. f6 bishop e3. And now I have this move, but again, h6. Bishop g5. And knight's attacked, but queen's attacked. Now e5. Hmm. Trying to set up this to trap the bishop. That's not good. Ay. Ah, I got outplayed there. Yeah, what to do? Position looked okay. And then my pawn got stuck. And g5 was timely. Around here, it looked like there's some compensation, but I can't actually attack the pawn effectively. Guy tried, but then f4, I think, just wins on the spot. Okay, hopefully there's a few lessons to take away here. I'm mainly curious what the plan should have been. Things were solid. Bishop g5, e5. So a lot of this was the top engine line. Oh, wait, what? Ah, I missed rook takes f5. The point being, if takes, there's queen g3. So it looks like this was my one chance. It's not winning, but okay, at least it was a little bit better. Thank you, River Otter. Welcome back to Otwaki. Oh, the question, why did I allow the fork? I assume this fork. Because I guess the question is what else to do here. It's kind of hard to stop g4. Yeah, at this point it's already pretty bad. Of course, okay, I should not have played knight h3. My original calculation was g4, I move back, and the g-pawn is pinned. So, yeah, I just missed f4 first. I wanted to play knight h5, but then even queen h6 is probably good. Okay, well, I'm back at 50%. Or am I? Yeah, 3.5 out of 7. I have one more round and then a break. And then 3 more rounds after that. I've taken it back with a knight when you... Wait, I don't quite understand the question. Oh, if here takes, there's queen takes. Yeah, the pawn is pinned, but if I take, the pawn is unpinned. So hopefully that makes sense. Okay, moving on. Let's play a Stafford. Let's play King's Pawn. G3. Maybe I'll play in a Gambit style. This already looks nice. A knight's pinned. Knight f3 is in the air. I'm wondering if I can play this move. It's such a ridiculous move. It probably doesn't work because knight takes queen e1. I mean, bishop here looks pretty nice. There's f3. All right, let's start with this. Yeah, f3, bishop c5. Trying to calculate h5. I'm just going for it. I mean, this is Tilt's playing. Oh wait, let me change the scene. My bad. Yeah, Tilt is taking over a little bit. I'm basically trying to set up a fishing pole trap. A very speculative fishing pole. Opponent's not biting. Maybe I'll just leave my bishop there. Queen d2. Queen b6. I could play this too, actually. Take h3, though. All right, let's play bishop e6. I want to go for this and then trap the bishop. If I take, there's bishop g5, rook h5, h4. Bishop g5, knight h5. Oh, my queen. Oh, no. Someone call an ambulance. Ah, my rook too. Oh, no. Okay, hopefully this ambulance won't be for me. It might be, though. Light's defending. I mean, I still have pressure. I have this move. It feels like decent compensation. Hmm. And there's rook takes and pawn hangs. Anything can still happen here. Still tricky. Rook b1, bishop a2. b3, I have rook c8. Oh, good move. Still trying to fight, though. I'm playing for a win. Oh. Oh. I should have just taken the draw. Oh, that's so sad. Oh, it's really sad. What to do? Yeah, I allowed d6. It was looking good. Yeah, there's no reason to play rook b1. Okay. Well, at least we have a break now. Let's see if I want to check the opening actually. So there is an idea I was briefly considering in this position, knight d5. I don't think it works. The idea would be if bishop takes d5, there's queen takes d5. Oh, this doesn't work at all because takes. No, this only works in other positions when the king is on e1. Never mind. It goes to show my form today. Okay, so bishop. Yeah, black's for choice, but it's not like super clear how to continue. Bishop b4. Engine likes h5 right away. Let's go to this moment with knight h5. Okay, one of the top moves. Engine prefers a very calm rook h8. But knight h5 made things spicy. Let me just get this break timer. Okay, there's about 5 minutes. Yeah, that endgame was really nice too. Had to start with king d6 though. So what happens after king d6, rook c1? Oh, king c5. King c5 playable? I guess it's okay to allow c5. Okay. Would your speculative trap have worked? Which one? I mean, this was the main one, which my opponent clearly was not going into. This would have been the, what do we call this? The triple fork mate. Yeah, it's a nice mating pattern. It didn't quite actually play out though. The royal fork mate. Or pork too, because yeah, it's a pin. Question about rook c8 instead of rook b8. I don't quite understand. Oh, in this position. That would be funny to play this and then fake a mouse slip. Oh no, my rook, and then bishop d5. Oops. Going back. Yeah, the problem is the rook isn't as good on c8 as it is on b8. So, man, I had my chance to stop Hikaru, but he's on a rampage now. So I think I've reached the point of the tournament where, like, I'll be a bit more experimental with openings. I'll probably play some like interesting gambits. And there's still 3 games left, so if I can finish strong, maybe I can reclaim my 2700 rating. Yeah, I'll probably play like a Stafford repertoire. Maybe Ponziani. There's some gambits like I'm not so well prepared in though. I don't think I'll play an elephant gambit. Because if I were to play an elephant, then I'd have to abandon the Stafford. Oh yeah, Alien Gambit, definitely. Maybe Budapest Gambit. I haven't played a Budapest in a while. Because usually as black, I've been starting the d4, d5, but could maybe start knight f6. Mix things up. Yeah, against Sicilian. Trying to think what, I think there's Wing Gambit. I've been playing Grand Prix, which unfortunately, it served me well in like 1 game today. It didn't serve me well in the more recent game. Yeah, maybe like some Wing Gambit or Smith Mora against Sicilian. There's a comment, I'd like to switch from Karo Khan to another opening. Any proposition for 1200 ELO? Yeah, there's a lot of good options out there. French, Sicilian, Scandinavian, King's Pawn. I'd say pick one, or maybe like try playing a few and see what kind of resonates. Okay, Stafford Gambit time. Welcome back to Shawarma. Oh, Charm is asking up for some bit challenge. I mean, I'm gonna Gambit even if there's not a challenge. Unless my opponent doesn't accept anything. I left my pawn hanging, but it's not meant to be. I'll go for this idea. Knight d4. So white plays this while having committed to castling. Interesting. I mean, h5. Okay, at least we're getting something somewhat spicy. I mean, white's really expanded the pawns on the king side. This move could be an issue. I might wind up with triple pawns here. Okay, I have this move. Trying to infiltrate. Yeah, this is looking nice now. If I check king h2, take, I lose c7. And my calculation is takes, king d7, takes, and then knight e6. And knight's trapped, and this is coming. It looks pretty good. I don't think I want to take directly. I could play this move. I still have some attack. Okay, now, yeah, now we can trade queens. And there's also queen f4. Take, take. Okay, I'll take. I'm not taking the g-pawn just yet, because rook g1 ideas. Also preserving knight f4. I might as well trade bishops. Okay, so I have two connected outside pass pairs of pawns, if that makes any sense. I think I'm guaranteed the fork. The only legal move is here, and then I fork. Okay. Alright, that was a clean game. I didn't really play Gambit, even though I tried to. But I managed. Ooh, Hans against Hikaru. Okay. Interesting. Hans is probably in trouble. Has two knights. Hikaru has two bishops. Yeah, white's up now 2 pawns. Or no, white's up 1 pawn. But this and this are attacked. Bishop g1. Not looking good for black. Oh, this pawn's kind of weak. Hans wins back the pawn. This is actually equal material. Bishops should be better in such a position. Yeah, this is going to be really hard to hold. Bishop g4. Yeah. There goes a knight and the time. Okay, Hikaru 9 out of 9. Wow. Giuoco is asking, could I have sacked the knight to win the exchange? Wait, sack a knight to win the exchange? I mean, I sacked the exchange to trap the knight, I guess. But yeah, feel free to say what move number. Yeah, I think white should have probably taken and then ruined my structure. But then it still would have been playable. Like the prospect of knight f4 is quite nice. And the king was on d3. Okay. Not quite seeing it. I mean, I did win the exchange in the end with knight h3. Okay, looks like the next round should be starting soon. Oh yeah, there's no uptime command because it's built into Twitch now. If you're, I mean, you have to be watching on Twitch, and you'll see the uptime. It should say it somewhere. Okay, let's play e4 here. Oh, let's play a Naselwaus. A Naselwaus Gambit time. The idea is if bishop takes, I have pawn d5. The bishop can't return this way. So I'm down the pawn. I have a bit more space with the pawn on d5. Could win the g5 pawn, which I think I will. Trying to make sense of knight b5. Knight b5 castling. A weird position. And so bishop b2, I have rook b1. If castling, then I can probably take. Or take on a7. And there's knight a6, but probably not the most appetizing move. All right, so what started as a gambit is now an endgame. I'm up a pawn. It still takes work. I should probably be putting my pawns on light squares. Complement the bishop. Hmm. I'm trying to hold on to this d5 pawn. Oops. Okay. Maybe not the cleanest finish, but it was a finish. Working my way back towards 2700. Yeah, this brain freeze there, hanging the f pawn. But the knight's actually a bit trapped in the end. There's rook f8. And it's equal material. But I imagine white should still be in good shape. Knight d5. Oh, question why I didn't take. So it was kind of a positional decision. If I take, then we trade pawns. Because takes. I'm losing d5. So I was trying to kind of judge this position compared to keeping the pawn on d5. And I thought the pawn on d5 is a pretty nice asset to have in the long term. Even though I do kind of have this backward c-pawn. I mean, the pawn on d5 basically fixes black's 3 pawns in the center. Move 19, why not pawn takes with knight? Or why not take pawn with knight? Let's see. Oh, in this position. If I take on a7, king b7, and then I think white's losing material here because both knights are attacked. I did consider this, but the problem is if I take and then take, my knight's still attacked and black is threatening the skewer. So I was considering taking on a7 here. Here and then here. And it looks good because a lot of things are hanging in black's position. But I wasn't so sure. Because there's lines where b2 will fall. Like rook g8, my knight's attacked, b2's attacked. I could win f7, but I might not be winning e7. And then e6 comes eventually. So I hope that makes sense. So 5.5. I'm back on the plus score. Last game of the round. Yeah, this looks pretty drawn. Okay. Final game. Opponent has very high lag. I gotta finish with a Stafford, right? The grand finale of this tournament. Stafford Gambit time. Okay, we have this line. This line, it could get really exciting, but it can also like just end in a draw, unfortunately. I might like turn down the draw because I don't want to be drawing in 10 moves. Yeah, the problem is king g1. The only good line for black is to give repetition. If we see king e3 or king f3, I'll be happy. Because then it's at least a fight. Okay. Yeah, it's one of the few lines in chess where you can sack 2 pieces and the king will wind up on e4 in the opening. I do have to figure out what to do here. I mean, queen d5 looks like an option. Queen d5, queen e1. I feel like I've played this position before. And there's bishop f5, there's g5. Could play rook e8. Um, okay, I'm going to play queen d5. So I still have this pin. I have this alignment. The king can't run back. Could maybe move this way. Main line I was calculating was queen e1, knight f6, king f2. I either have this to win the pawn or this to pin the bishop. So I'm trying to figure out queen e1, knight f6, king f2, queen f5. Oh, there's queen e5 there. I wonder if I can throw in rook e1. Queen e1, knight f6, king f2, rook e1. And there's bishop e3. Okay. I mean, I have other discoveries, but let's go with this. I think I'll go for rook e8. Wait, rook e8, bishop e3. Yeah, bishop e3, queen f5, king g1, knight d5, queen f2. I take and defend. Bishop also defends the queen. So there's queen d2. Super sharp position. Queen d2, queen d4, bishop e3. Maybe queen d2, g5 could maybe be a move. Queen b4, wow. So I have this. Some issues with g4. I wasn't sure there. I wanted to play queen f5, but g4. I'm maybe preparing this. Queen b5, really? Bishop moves, I have queen h6 maybe, threatening mate. The queen is trapped. Almost. Not quite. There we go. What's happening? Okay, dirty flag. Oh, I don't feel great about that, but okay. I broke 2700 again. That was a really dirty flag. I thought I trapped the queen, but I didn't. My g4 could find. I just hung h6. What a crazy finish. I had queen d4 here. Well, it was resourceful though, because the queen looks trapped. Like if here there's this, a nice way to trap the queen. And again, if here there's rook g5. Okay. Well, it ended with a Stafford. I'm glad that white didn't play king g1, because this would have been an anticlimactic finish. Oh, did Hikaru lose the last round? Maybe. Or maybe had 2 draws. Okay, that's a wrap for Title Tuesday. I do want to at least analyze this opening though, because I feel like I've had this position before after bishop f4. Let's see. Oh, engine's liking g5. Although engine's preferring white. I had this against Jesse February in 2021. Huh. Interesting. I played g5 twice before, rook e8 once. I've never played queen d5. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to play the evening Title Tuesday. I have some plans later. So this might be my only... this probably will be my only stream of the day. I know in past weeks I've streamed twice for Title Tuesday, but yeah, unfortunately, I think it's just a single stream day. Wait, what? Oh. Okay, I'm following some game or some player. I do appreciate everyone tuning in though. I had some fun games, some ups and downs. A 6.5 is a par score. It could have been worse. Especially given the slow start. With queen d5. Yeah, it felt like there was... like I was kind of close to something. Queen b4 is the best move. Yeah, so I was calculating this. But that walks into queen f5, knight d5. I was also looking at queen d2. But in this line I take on b2. So white actually played like pretty well to consolidate. Although it did give me the chance with g5. Engine is loving white here. But then it just got crazy. Yeah, I really thought my opponent was gonna like move quickly enough, given how quickly they played like the tactical combination. But yeah, what to do? Question about queen d4 instead of queen d5. Queen d4. Yeah, the point of queen d5 is really to align with the king. With queen d4. Oh, I guess the point is to play queen f2. That's interesting, actually. Yeah, and white still can't take the knight. And if queen e1, we could take on b2. Hey, white's better, unfortunately, in like all of these lines. But here, castling is possible. Oh, wait, no, castling is what I played. Yeah, maybe I'll have to do some digging to figure out like what the most testing line is. Because g5, there's been a few dozen games in Masters or in the Lichess database. Queen e1 f5. Wow. It's actually a cool idea. Wait, so if the bishop moves, then we have queen f6. Oh, this is forced mate. Because takes, it's checkmate. And yeah, king e2, queen f2. So g5, the bishop can't move. Most people take the knight, which walks into rook e8, gf4, and black has good compensation. And if queen e1, queen e1 f5. I actually like this. Hopefully I can remember this for next time, like g5. And then if bishop moves, somehow it's equal after knight g3. But there's also a line g4, king e2 takes, and then f4. Okay. I'm going to wrap things up. Thanks everyone for watching.